Okay, before I begin this video, y'all, I just want to say that I have been watching a Charity season. I think she has Joey, Dalton, and Xavier as the final three. So shout out to Charity. I know that the Bachelorette franchise has been trying to be more diverse of late. So and then they have the Golden Bachelor coming out, I think, in fall of this year, if I'm not mistaken. So that's interesting. So this news caught my eye because, girl, I am a little shook. How does this happen? So I watched Rachel and Gabby's season on The Bachelorette with all men. Okay, there was not one woman in sight. And Gabby had her thing, Rachel had her thing. Gabby and Rachel are like besties with like the Bachelorette franchise. Um, I think ever since like Rachel's season, I've watched more of The Bachelorette. And actually, funny enough, the other day I was actually thinking of like reviewing the episodes because like Charity's season has been pretty cool. So like recently I actually was considering it because I have, not only do I have this YouTube channel, but I do have another YouTube channel that's pending. So it's like, I love to like speak on, interesting topics. So I'm a little shook. Gabby really needs to write a book because, like, how in the heck, like, honey, how in the heck, if you don't like men, how do you date 20 plus men? And then I thought she was engaged to a guy. I thought that she was actually like in love and engaged to a guy. So like I just saw this news. I really haven't like looked into it like deeply if they're saying that she's like gay or bi, but as a gay woman, like if she is like gay and she's not bi, how do you kiss over 20 men? Like, girl, what the heck? Like, so was she acting? Was Gabby acting all this time? Because like if you don't like men, how do you put up with like 20 plus of them under the same roof? Like going on dates with them, like talking to them, making out with them. Like, how the heck does that happen? So, was this just like an awakening for her? Like, did she just like, I'm a little shocked, but like, did she just date all these men and then like wake up and realize that like she hates men or something, or like she's not attracted to them? Like, I'm interested to hear what happened because I think there's only been like one other bachelor, like that's a man that came out, and then there was like this other guy that I think was like a virgin, which was like novelty, like, oh, there's a virgin bachelor, ooh, like, from what I can recall with like the Bachelor and the Bachelorette franchise. But wow, Gabby, you just pulled the ultimate like psyop of like the century. Like you have literally tricked the girls. Like how in the hell? How in the hell do you go on a show to date all men and marry one? Like if you guys saw this show, like you understand like the whole show is basically like around men. Like if you're a bachelorette, it's all about finding like the Prince Charming and all this fake shit. And it's all about like falling in love with a man, not a woman, not like anything else. It's literally just a show about like centered around men and a woman picking from the men that are on the show, and the whole, you know, goal is for the man to pick out a ring on the show and at the end get down on one knee and propose. Like that's literally what it's about. So um I kind of just want to laugh because it's just like, well, I watched her season, I saw Rachel's season. um Yeah, girl, I don't know. You're a good actress because I don't know how you pull that off. I don't know how you can go on a show with all those men. like that you're supposed to be attracted to, and then like what? So did they like okay, so without getting too deep into it, because like it shocked me because like I did see her season. um I would have preferred if Gabby and Rachel had their own seasons. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I would prefer if Gabby and Rachel had their own full seasons, but instead, I guess the producers wanted to merge them. So, like, Rachel had her airtime, and then Gabby had her airtime, and they all had what is the common denominator? Men. Rachel and both Gabby had only men. Um, I don't know if The Bachelor, now this is interesting to bring up. I don't know if The Bachelor, The Bachelorette franchise has brought up has brought in anyone bisexual, or like has had a show where there's women and men. Like if in this case if Gabby's bi, like I've not seen that. I've not seen the franchise do that. Like if it's a woman on the show, it's always men. Like actually, yeah, it's always just men that they're supposed to be dating. So I'm like, huh, how does that work? How like okay, so if she is bi, then it makes more sense to me. Like if she's bi, then it makes more sense to me. But like if she says like no, I'm just gay, like I don't like men, I'm not attracted to men, then Gabby, like WTF. So how did you kiss all these men? Like how did you have a fantasy suite? So did she just, so my thing is like, did she just realize like at the fantasy suite and like on the show that she really doesn't like men, or like she's not attracted to men? Like what happened? Cause wasn't she supposed to be like engaged to that dirty blonde guy, like the like the spiky hair? Like there was literally a guy that I think she fell in love with, and she was supposed to marry. So, girl, what the heck? How does that happen? So, anyway, but yeah, like, I mean, The Bachelor and The Bachelorette franchise has been more diverse in terms of like skin color, not so much age. Like, even with the men, like, when the men have their own seasons, some of the girls are like way too young, like, you know what I'm saying? Or they're not mature. But then on the Bachelorette shows, what was kind of a pet peeve for me is like sometimes a lot of the men go on the show and claim they've been cheated on, but like what proof do you have? Even like Charity season that's currently running right now, she's down to three men, not woman, and even in Charity season, like at the beginning, when they have like these one-on-one dates, what is kind of a pet peeve for me is like these men say they can't handle it, and or they claim they were cheated on, and I feel like it's kind of like an escape. It's like a escape route, like an excuse to say, oh, because I was cheated on, I'm coming on a show to win your heart and I'm playing the victim. But like, do men typically get cheated on? No, it's not common. Is it common for a woman to get cheated on by a man? Yes. It's not common for a woman to cheat on a man if he's doing everything right, and it's just not typical, period. So if I was a bachelorette, I'd be like, okay, that's a bold-faced lie, because that does not happen. Like women have too much to lose in terms of like their health and their hygiene to just be cheating out here. Like unless she's like a adult worker, and she's going through something, that's the only reason why like she'll act out. But like most women understand, like they're the ones who get pregnant. Like men don't get pregnant, right? Like a woman's body, the way it's designed, just naturally has to be cleaner than a man. Like we have to we have more to lose, end of story. So a woman cheating doesn't even make any sense. Like it doesn't make any sense. And so when men say that, I'm just like, okay, like that doesn't make any sense, because like she can get pregnant, you know, regardless if a woman's on birth control or there's like a protection, like she can still get pregnant and she can catch like an STD and all types of stuff. So there's no benefit. Like there's no benefit for a woman to cheat, but there is a benefit for men to cheat. So, you know, not just with Gabby's season, but I'm just saying in general, like on The Bachelorette, like when men say that, I just chuckle because it doesn't add up. But and I hope men know that, like it doesn't add up. Like when you say you got cheated on, like it doesn't add up. Like either you're a horrible person, like you're just too tiny downstairs, like but a woman's not going to stay with somebody that she's not happy with. Like she'll walk away if it's like that bad, you know. Most women don't stick around for foolishness, unless, like I said, unless she just doesn't have high standards for herself. That's not like the typical woman, you know. So yeah, okay, so I watched a whole season of a woman who I recall was making out hardcore with men. And now I see pictures on Twitter that she's with a woman. And on top of that, she says she's a part of the LGBTQ community. Okay. So did the Bachelorette like franchise know that? Like when you audition, did they know this? Because how the heck, like, and first of all, she could have only gotten that far with the way that the way the franchise works. Like even with Charity was on Zach's season. The only way that Charity could like get her own show is if she was with a guy. So I don't know too much about Gabby and Rachel, but I know about Charity and the other Rachel who's already married now, not the blonde Rachel, the brunette Rachel I'm talking about, that actually like got married and found someone on the show. Like the way it works is they piggyback off of the men's season. So I'm assuming that with Gabby, she would have had to be on somebody else's season. Yes, she was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think it was that the guy fell in love. Okay, so now it's coming back to me. So what happened was there was a Caucasian guy who was a bachelor and he slept with both of them. Remember that? He slept with Rachel and he slept with Gabby. And that's how Gabby got her own season with Rachel. They wanted them together, which I don't know why. So right, so Gabby slept with so she slept with men. Okay. So I don't know. Yeah, as I'm talking to y'all, it's coming back to me. Yeah. So like so the only way that they can actually get their own spinoff is if they come from a bachelor season. You get it? They go from a bachelor season to their own bachelorette season. And so now I remember, I think his name was Clayton. Let me look it up. Was it Clayton? But girl, if you don't like men like that, how you kiss 20 plus of them, bruh? How you do that? Like that's impressive. Like how did she do that? If you really don't like men like that, Clayton, yeah, Clayton Eckhart, something like that. Who cares? Okay. This guy, God, he was so boring. So yeah, Clayton. She came off of Clayton's season, and yeah, he slept with Rachel and Gabby. So I'm guessing that maybe she's bi. If she's bi, it'd make more sense to me. But if they're saying like she's like straight up like just gay, then I'm a little like, how does that work? Cause like in order for you to sleep with a man, you have to be attracted to a man. Like so if she was like, so let's say if she's gay, she's not bi. Like, well, yeah, people say that bi is gay, but there's a difference. Like straight up gay women don't date guys. They just strictly date women, and she's saying she's dating a woman. So what I'm saying is like maybe she just realizes. I don't know. Maybe she just like realized that she doesn't like men. I don't know, cause like I don't really want to like go too deep in it. I'm trying to see what she said about her sexuality, but girl, how do you sleep with a man but you don't like men? If that's the case, like how do you do that? Cuz you got to like you got to like pen. You got to like that to lay down with a man. You feel what I'm saying? Like I think what would kind of be even funnier is if she like explains how like they were so annoying to her, but she said, okay, I'm done with men. Like that would be kind of sad. Like if she got so turned off. But that's not the same thing though. That's just not the same thing though. One second, I'm just trying to see. Yeah, so this article is talking about like other like I said, like, yeah, like other bachelor and bachelorettes that were bi, right? But there's a difference between like bi and gay. Like gay is just you don't date men, period. So anyway, I am impressed if she was faking for the cameras this whole time. I'm a little shocked cuz like I mean, to go on a show to find a husband like is 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 pretty serious. Like you're putting all your business out there to have a man propose to you. Like that's not a typical thing. Do you get what I'm saying? So the fact that she has a whole TV show on wanting a man to marry her and then she's going to flip the script and say, "Nope, I prefer women." Girl, you fooled a lot of those men. I wonder what those men are going to say. I wonder if any men are going to come out and be like, she gave me gay vibes all along. Like, I wonder if anyone's gonna diss her, because, like, you know how those men talk that were in the house? Like, they all talk. And they're all, trying to fight for one woman to fall in love with them. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's it's almost like, and I know this is never gonna happen, but it's almost like if Charity, we're watching Charity go on all these dates with all these men. It's almost like if Charity came out and was like, "Oh, by the way, I'm gay. Like, I kissed all these men. I fell in love with all these men, but never mind. I have a girlfriend." Like, I'd be like, "What? Charity, you were just on my television making out with this guy in a hot tub. Like, how are you gay?" Like, so I would just be like, it's kind of the same thing. Like, what the hell? Like, how? Like, if you don't like men, you don't have sex with them. Like it's kind of like that simple. So yeah, so maybe she's not like butch or gay. She probably is bi. It depends if she's still open to dating men. If she's not open to dating men, then then she's gay. But if she's like saying that like if the right guy comes along she'll date a guy, then she's bi, you know what I'm saying? But more power to her. I am shocked because I saw her fall in love with that guy that I think his mom had cancer on her season, and she was like really in love from what she was portraying. And I was like, wow, I think, yeah, it was like Gabby found somebody but Rachel didn't. Like that's kind of like how the season ended, was that like she found somebody but Gabby didn't. And then like all the while it's like she didn't even want the guy, she wanted a woman. Girl, you had us fooled on that TV show. Anyway, I wonder if there's other girls that do that. But I mean, there's no way. Like, how can you? There's just no way. Like, even regular women would not want to, like, be swapping saliva with 20 plus men. Like, that's not even hygienic. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these girls on these shows, they have to. Like, they have to. I'm sure, like, the producers say to them, you have to kiss, you have to go in, like, the hot tub, you have to go, like, half naked in, like, the river or the pool. Like, because it's a love, it's a dating show. You know what I'm saying? But wow, did not see that coming. So yeah, I wonder what Rachel will say, because Rachel did the show with her. I am shocked. I am shocked. But anyway, y'all, that was just my thoughts on this breaking news I'm very shocked about, especially from seeing her season with Rachel. Some people are like, oh, they're not shocked, but like, how are you not shocked? Like, these girls are tonguing these men down, bruh. These women are like seducing men. Like, if you're seducing a man, it's because you want a man, correct? Like, you're not gonna seduce a man because you don't want a man. That doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're trying to be attractive for a man, it's because you want a man, correct? Not because you're going on a show to seduce men to get a woman. Like, that's not how it works. Like, they typically go on the show to get a man. A man. So was she acting? Like, how did she pull that off? And then on top of that, how did the Bachelorette producers not catch that? How they not catch that she don't like men? Like, okay, anyway. So yeah, I mean, from the pictures, this picture, they look compatible. I wonder what her ex fiance is gonna say, because she was engaged to that guy. So I wonder what her ex fiance is gonna say. But it is 2023, and we are more desensitized to a lot of this stuff. But I'm like, girl, how does that happen? So did she just kiss all these guys and then be like, ew, I don't like guys? Like, how do you kiss that many men? Somebody put, I don't watch The Bachelor, but that's the second time I've seen a contestant. Let me see. Somebody put, I don't watch The Bachelor, but that's the second time I've seen a contestant has ended up dating a woman. This is pretty big because she was the Bachelorette and got engaged at the end of her season. Correct. Correct. Yeah, she was engaged to a man. Oh, okay, there's more. Oh, wow, that's insane. I don't know if the one with Haley was picked at the end or not. Wow. So, yeah, like if she kept all her money from that show, Kissing on Men, she did the ultimate switcheroo. Like, she did the ultimate switcheroo because, like, that is a lot of men to kiss up on. Like, bruh. Like, come on now. Like, that's a lot of saliva swapping, a lot of, like, heavy breathing. I don't know how she pulled it off, but wow. So, I wonder if she met this girl on the show. What if she met this girl on the show, y'all? Girl, what? So, you all up on the man, but you don't like, you don't like, what? How the hell? Yeah, I want to hear what her ex fiance has to say, and I want to hear what Rachel got to say, because like that just don't happen overnight, bro. Like, come on now. And if you faking for the camera, like you really did it big on them. You really were like you were playing. So all those men she didn't really like, because like if I don't like men, I'm not gonna go on a show with a bunch of men. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna waste my time. So so I'm like, what happened? Anyway, y'all. Yep, like somebody tweeted here that was not my bingo card. That was not on my bingo card either, especially since the fact that I've been watching Charity season and she won a man. She actually wants a man. Okay, all right now. Okay. Okay. So I think the Bachelor and the Bachelorette franchise got a situation on their hands because I don't know how she could fake that. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how that's possible, but okay. Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.